Okay, well, hello. Excuse me. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to an edition of Tips and Tricks. Here it is. It's Tuesday, August 27th, at just about noon East if you are watching us live. So, hope that your week has gotten off to a great start and hope that you've made it to midday on the second day of the week doing well. Listen, we want to tell you about something that we pride ourselves on at Simply Research and at all of workerscompensation.com, and that is being responsive to the needs of our readers and customers. So if we don't have it and you need it, let us know and we will get it to you. One way or the other, we will respond to you promptly so you know what's going on. And just as an example of that, if you went to the What's New on Simply Research recently, you saw a case that popped up that might not be what you normally see on our What's New because it sort of stretches the limits of what the word new means, but it shows you that we want to make sure that we have a thorough database and that we get everything that you need in your hand. So we'll show you that real quick by sharing our screen here and letting you know what case that was. It was a recent case that popped up on the What's New tab, and I'll show that to you because we do like to make sure that we keep it covered. So this was just a couple days ago on the 23rd, which if I'm not mistaken was Friday. Along with our typical What's New kind of information here, we have some forms that are federal and then some state information, of course. And this is the case right here, Kyle versus Green High School. So if you click on that, you'll get a link to the text. And in this case, it is a PDF of the case here. And there it is. This is from the Iowa Supreme Court. Okay, that's great. High court decision, binding precedent in the state of Iowa. And then you look at the date, 1929. So that goes back a few years, but this is still good law. It's still cited as precedent in the state of Iowa. So we wanted to make sure we have it for you. And we can do that with just about everything. And if not, if we don't have it, we will do whatever we can to get it. And we will let you know every step of the way what it is and what we need to do to get it and if there's any issues there. So there's the text of the case for you. And you can go right there and read that case. Of course, that was, like I said, it was lumped along with other What's New features that showed up on Friday. Let's close out of that. This is a more of a typical case out of Pennsylvania, one that just came down not in the past week or so. Some forms here. We have some forms. Here's and this is a guide that you might see in your state information, and that goes through some of the summary. This gives you a nice summary of workers' compensation law in South Dakota. And so that's it. I mean, always, if you are on Simply Research, you can see what's been added every day in that What's New section. I've highlighted it before. I think it's a very useful feature, and it'll bring you right to what we have most recently added. In this case, this is something that you could, comes from the state, so you could get it from them. But why spend all that time? You can get it right from us. We'll bring it to you. You don't have to go check. We'll let you know when it's available and get it in your hands. So there you go with that. So other than that, what I want to call your attention to, some important news that came out today. We want to spread the word about from Kids Chance of California. Kids Chance of California has announced their scholarship awards for this academic year, 24-25. So you can read about that. It gives you all the information. And there's where you can get more information and some contacts as well if you have questions, or if you're in the media space and you want to dig into it a little bit more. But encourage you to check out that story. Once again, all the efforts that Kids Chance does across the country, we can't say enough about them. And one more thing that we'd like to call to your attention, and this is becoming a platform that hopefully more and more people will use. It's Discord. We're out there on Discord now. It's kind of a new space for us. Something that we're trying to hopefully connect with more people in workers' compensation, connect with more generations. It's an interesting thing. We're using it as an educational channel. So if you have, and this is the topics that we've identified, we got a general anything, all things comp, bring it there. Things about cases and compliance, you can bring it there. DEI is a hot topic, and it's one that I think deserves its own sort of space for discussion and learning and tech, and we can go from there. We encourage you to join this community and increase, hopefully, your knowledge and your learning and your awareness of what's going on in the workers' compensation space and connecting. It's a great way to connect with others in this space and in this industry. So we encourage you to find us on Discord. We'd love to see you there. As we would say in our comments or anything like that, we stay away from the inflammatory thing. We like civility. We're not into name calling, and we're not into endorsing any kind of political position or candidate or party or anything like that. So let's keep it high level. Let's pretend that we're in a space, not pretend, let's actually embrace that we're in a space for real learning and dialogue and discussion. And I hope to see you over there. But until then, thank you for stopping by here today. I'm glad that you spend a little bit of your week and a little bit of your day with me. And I look forward to talking to you again very soon. So thanks so much and enjoy the rest of your week. I hope it's a productive one. Thank you, everyone, and be well.